Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is a video on computing moments of a force in space about a point and about an inclined axis. Then the follow-up question here, the challenge one, would be the perpendicular distance between the line of action of the force and the axis or the line, inclined line. So we use the product vector product here, mixed product in some cases to address computation of moment of a force about an inclined axis. And then we use that idea to determine the perpendicular distance between the force and this inclined axis here. So first, a force of magnitude 600 newtons, this is it, is perpendicular to the plane of triangle ABC. This is the triangle ABC through point A, although it is maybe through point B, through point C, or through any point on this plane ABC. The coordinates of points A, B, and C are respectively A, 4, 0, 0, so that's why point A is here. This is the x-axis. B, 0, 3, 0, so that's the point, that's 3 meters. And C, 0, 0, 5 meters, so that's why this is point C. Compute the moment of this force about point C, then that's the first question. The second one, what is the moment of the force about axis CD, where D is at negative 163, so moment of the force about this line or inclined axis, and express all answers in vector form. Then the follow-up question in the third slide would be that perpendicular distance between F and this axis here. So first, let's focus to the first question, and remember that moment of a force in space about a point is equal to position vector, crossing the position vector from the moment center C to any point on the line of action of the force, which is A, then cross with the force. So for the direction of the force, since it is perpendicular through the plane of ABC and through point A, we have to cross position vector RAB with RAC to define the vector perpendicular to the plane of triangle ABC through point A. So RAB is AB, B minus A, so 0 minus 4, negative 4i, 3 minus 0, 3j, and 0 minus 0, so 0k. RAC, on the other hand, is C minus A, so 0 minus 4, negative 4i, 0 minus 0, so 0j, then 0, 5 minus 0, 5k. Therefore, we define RAB cross RAC to define the direction of this force F here in order to set up the unit vector for that direction of F. So negative 4, 3, 0, negative 4, 0, 5, then IJK, copy, negative 4, 3, negative 4, 0, IJ. So for I, it is first uh, 3 times, sorry, it should be 3 times 5, 15i, then 0, 15i, then minus 0, so 15i. For j, it's 0, j, minus negative 20, so positive 20j. Then for k, we have 4 times 0 times k, 0k. Then negative 4 times 3, negative 12, positive 12k. So this is RAB cross RAC, the direction of the force F. Therefore, the unit vector of that direction of F is vector RAB cross RAC divided by the magnitude, which is square root of 15 square plus 20 square plus 12 square. So the unit vector of F is 0.5409i plus 0.7212j plus 0.4327k. So later on, when we compute for the moment of the force about axis CD, and based on the figure, we have to obtain the mixed tripole product RAB cross RAC. Then after that, we define the force 600 times this unit vector. Then we'll have force. So RCA cross F. Then dot the unit vector of this axis. So I anticipated that the angle between the F and this axis here, unit vector of this axis is more than 90 degrees, that the component or the moment of the force about this inclined axis CD here is negative. So from here, this is RC cross F, or the moment of the force about point C. This is the unit vector of CD, and therefore, if we form a right triangle, I'll call the angle between the moment of force about point C as beta. So this is the component of the moment of the force about or along axis CD, which is magnitude of this moment times cosine of beta. And to solve for this beta here, we obtain the dot product of the unit vectors of M sub C and the unit vector of axis CD. So for the moment of F about C, first in vector form, which is RCA cross the force. This is the force in vector form. Magnitude times unit vector of the direction RCA cross RAB cross RAC. This is the unit vector of RAB cross RAC. So magnitude of the force 600. So this is the force in vector form. Then we have moment of F about C, which is RCA cross F. Components of RCA, 4, 0, negative 5. Components of the force, then IJK, copy. Then this is 0, I, then minus negative, so positive 2, 163.6 I. Then for J, that's negative 1622.7 J, then minus 259.62 times 4, negative 1038.48 J, combined negative 2661.2 J. Then for K, this is 4 times 42.72, 1730.88 K, then plus or minus 0 K, so 1730.88, which is rounded off to 1730.9 K Newton meter. So in vector form, that's the answer. The magnitude is square root of 2163.6 square plus 2661.2 square plus 1730.9 square. So it is 3841.8 Newton meter. Then by scalar approach, so we have to put the components of the force at A, positive, to the right 324.54, then upward 432.72, then forward 259.62. And remember that C is somewhere here, 5 meters along Z and 4 meters along X, then 0 along Y. So if we study this X component is parallel to the CX axis, so it has no moment. This is the only component which is upward that has moment about Cx, and it is positive by right-hand rule. This component of the force passes through the Cx axis because point C and point A lie on the XZ plane and therefore the same floor, so it has no moment. Only this component has moment, and it is positive, 432.72 times 5 meters, the Z distance, to 2160.6 Newton meter, just like this. So you may draw the figure again or go back to that figure so that you can analyze this scalar approach. Then MCY, this component has no moment. Cx is in that direction, the moment is negative because Cy is in front. The positive sense is that, and the moment of the x component of force is opposite. The moment of the z component is also opposite in sense. Therefore, it is negative 324.54 times 5, then negative 259.62 times 4. So negative 2661.2 Newton meter. So again, draw the figure so that you won't be confused on how I set up these moment equations. Then MCZ is CZ. This has no moment. X passes through CZ axis because they lie on the same floor. Only this component has moment, and it is positive in that sense. So that's the CZ axis. This is CY. This is FY. So it is positive. Distance is 4. So 42.72 times 4, 1730.9 Newton meter. Writing it in vector form will have the same result as this. So the magnitude is 3841.8 Newton meter. And finally, to compute the moment of F about axis CD, we have to cross RCA with F to define the moment vector which is adjacent to axis CD. With RCD, remember, it is the force, magnitude, hypotenuse, then the axis, the angle between them, beta. So it is expanded as from definition of that product magnitude of the first, which is magnitude of moment of F on about C, about point C, this magnitude here, then times RCD, so magnitude of RCA cross F times magnitude of RCD cosine beta. So this is the hypotenuse moment of F about C, that value there, multiplied by cosine beta, so that is interpreted as the component of the moment of the force along CD or about CD. So therefore, deriving this formula, MCD is equal to RCA cross F, then that RCD divided by magnitude of RCD, which is the unit vector of CD. The unit vector of CD, because D is at negative 163 and C is at 005, negative 1 minus 0 is negative I, 6 minus 0, 6J, then 3 minus 5, negative 2K, all over magnitude square root of 1 square plus 6 square plus 2 square. So therefore, lambda of CD is 1 over square root of 41 times quantity negative I plus 6J minus 2K. Then we have RCA, components of RCA, 40, negative 5, copy 40, components of the force, then components of lambda CD, 1 over square root of 41, negative 1, 6, negative 2, then copy negative 1 and 6. So getting the product, this product is negative 3461.76, 0, negative 9736.2, then that's negative, so positive, then that's because that's negative direction, so it's still negative, negative 2163.6, this is negative also, negative direction, negative 6230.88, and 0. So 1 over moment of F about CD is 1 over square root of 41 times negative 3461.76, 0, negative 9736.2, negative 2163.6, and negative 6230.88. Then computing moment of F about CD is negative 3372 Newton meter. So since it is negative, you try to imagine that it is really negative from the original figure, and the reason is the angle between the unit vector of the force and the axis vector CD is more than 90 degrees, or the axis of MCD or MC, which is moment of the force about point C, this one, and the axis is more than 90 degrees. So expressing MCD in vector form, it's equal to the magnitude times the unit vector of CD, 1 over square root of 41 times quantity negative I plus 6J minus 2K. So in vector form, this is the moment of F about CD, 526.6I minus 3159.7J plus 1053.2K. So that's it for that part. Then finally, the unit vector of the moment of F about point C, because we're going to find the angle between this direction and the unit vector of CD, which is denoted beta. So it is lambda of moment about CF, which is simply moment of F divided by this magnitude. So it is equal to 2163.6 divided by 3841.8. That's 0.5632I. Then negative 2661.2 over 3841.8, negative 0.6927J, and 1730.9 divided by 3841.8, that's 0.4505K. Then this is now lambda of the unit vector of the moment of F about point C with the axis vector CD is equal to 1 over square root of 41, then quantity 0.5632 times negative 1, which is this, plus negative 0.6927 times 6, and plus 0.4505 times negative 2. Then beta, computing for beta, that is actually equated to 1 times 1 cosine of beta. So equals 1 times 1 cosine of beta. And 1 times 1 cosine beta, so it's cosine beta in the right side. Computing for beta, it is 151.37 degrees. Therefore, the moment of the magnitude of the moment of F along axis CD is equal to 3841.8, then times cosine of that angle, 151.37 degrees. So it is negative 3372 Newton meter as calculated here. It is negative 3372 newtons. So that's the moment of F, component of the moment of F along CD, which is this. And here is the follow-up question. What is the perpendicular distance between F and axis CD? So in general, if this is the force F and this is the axis, inclined axis CD, or any axis or line, then this is the free vector of axis CD or any axis or any line, lambda. And we resolve it into two components. One is parallel, which is, if we call this angle theta, angle between the force F and this axis, it is F cosine theta, and it is obtained by dotting F with that direction lambda of axis, which has no moment about this axis here because it is parallel to, remember, a force has no moment about a parallel axis. So only this component, the other component, or these two components are perpendicular, of course, which is F sine theta, this is F cosine theta. Only this component, F sine theta, has moment about this inclined axis. So this is inclined axis in general. I just rotated the figure as our guide. So this is the perpendicular distance between the force F and this axis here, in this case axis CD. So that moment by right thumb rule based on this figure is negative F sine theta, because this is the positive sense of moment about this axis here. So negative F sine theta times this perpendicular distance of F between F and this inclined axis here, CD. So we are looking for that perpendicular distance. Now, remember that moment of f about the axis is from here, negative f sine theta times perpendicular distance to the axis. So that's our guide. And we already computed f. The magnitude is given 600 newtons, and this is the unit vector of f, remember from the preceding slide. And we want to compute the angle between f and this free vector of the axis by dot product. So lambda of f times lambda of axis is magnitude of lambda of f, which is 1, times magnitude of lambda of axis, which is 1, times the cosine of the angle between them, which is theta here. So this is lambda of f, unit vector of f. This is the unit vector of axis CD, equals cosine theta. Solving for theta, 0.5409 times negative 1 over square root of 41 plus 0.7212 times 6 over square root of 41 plus 0.4327 times negative 2 over square root of 41. That is point something, then equals cosine theta. Solving for theta, it is 62.86 degrees. We then equate the moment of f about this inclined axis, which was computed in the preceding slide as negative 3372 Newton meter, and equate that to the moment of f sine theta here, which is negative, that's our guide, negative 600 sine of 62.86 degrees times the perpendicular distance. So solving for that perpendicular distance between f and this axis CD here, that perpendicular distance is 6.315 meters. So wait for the other example about computing the perpendicular distance for you to master that method on determining the distance between two lines or two axes, the axis of the force and the inclined axis, or any line